Well, good morning, everybody. How the hell you all doing this morning? Hope you're enjoying your coffee. So if you remember where them deer have been getting into the bales, well, I took the feed bunks that were blocking the bales off on the far side away, and yesterday while we were gone, well, to be honest, I guess the cows decided it was time to go for a stroll because 5 of them decided it was a good spot to eat. So we're gonna have to block that far side off on those bales right there. Either that or just move the damn bales, right? Well, right now the easy thing to do is get those bales blocked off, which won't be that big a deal. So we'll block them off on the far side, open these gates, chase these 5 cows the hell out of there, and I'm gonna squeeze up, make the closure a little tighter. Not that big a deal, really. And I don't think they were in there all that long by the looks of it. I'd say they came in over the night because it was full moon. Lots of sun, lots of moonlight. Or they came in early this morning. Windows are still a little bit frosted up here, but it's not the end of the world. So anyway, I'm gonna grab a couple of windbreaks, I thinking, and put those down the far side, and yeah, and go from there. Anywho, I'll bring you back in a few minutes. They're out of here. Come on, get out of here. Hey! Just to pull these corral panels here, I'll bring them in at an angle from that windbreak, and we'll just loop them around a little snugger. The deer aren't interested in this stuff. They're only interested in this stuff. And yeah, the cows did some damage here, but most of it is done from the friggin' deer. Most of it's done from the deer. But they're only interested in them 2 rows. Look at the snow here. She's deep. She's deep, guys. She's deep. Anywho. Now for me to get out of here. Fun, fun, fun. Later. There we go. That'll keep them out of there. Now if I could just keep the friggin' deer out of there. Anyway, we're gonna take this bale and give it to the cows out in the pasture. And then we'll see what's gonna happen with Big Blue. Because I got a guy that's supposed to be coming over here today to do some repair work on him with that DEF system. So I was kind of halfway expecting him to be here already, but he's not. Anyway, I'll let you go. We'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty, guys. Well, look at that. There's a grapple on this one. Well, that's because we're back in Big Blue. Big Blue is up and running. Anybody out there that's got a more or less a 2013 or newer style tractor that has DEF on it, or diesel exhaust fluid, and you're looking at getting this sucker fixed, and when I say fixed, I mean deleted, get a hold of Dallas Ashenburner out of Saudi. I don't have his phone number off the top of my head, but he's in the Saudi area. So you'll be able to search Dallas Ashenburner from up there. He travels all over the place. He also has does a lot of farm tractor repairs in his shop. He's got a couple, 2-3 guys that work for him in the shop. He's got a couple trucks on the road doing repairs on the road in farmers' yards, so on and so forth. Seems to be a real good shit. So yeah, he came out. I didn't even realize he was here. He came out and dealt with Big Blue, and at this point we don't have to worry anymore about a DEF issue. So what happened here? Well, the pump on the DEF tank, which is connected to the module, the DEF froze in the pump and cracked the pump. And that's what happened. I phoned and we made contact about getting a new DEF pump. Well, new DEF pump was a Reman pump. That's what was in stock at our local Mazer Group New Holland dealership. And that was like $2,500, and the core charge put me down to like $23.80 or something like that. Anyways, to delete this thing, it was $23.60, taxes included, where the DEF pump and module, because it's connected, was like $23.80 plus install, plus travel, plus taxes. So this was a much better option for us versus deleting them was a much better option versus putting new parts in. And who's to say that the Reman pump would even last the winter in our conditions, right? It could have froze up again, cracked again, and then you'd be doing it all over again. Mind you, you'd have some warranty, but that's not the point. So, reverse. Now, we did take the Causa bale out with Little Blue, and I did move a couple of the bunks with Little Blue. So I'm going to take a couple bucket loads out just to get them through for the rest of the day and see how the tractor is going to work, and then CP and I have to run to the city. So, but yeah, the problems with Little Blue's DEF system are fixed via a DELETE, I guess is how you would spell it. That's how I'm spelling it. My spelling might be off a little bit, but I don't really care. I don't claim to be a professional speller. How's that sound? So yeah, and California politicians that think that this is the world's greatest thing can kiss my royal backside. We'll talk to y'all later. Here we go. 2 bucket loads in these 2 bunks. Most of the cows came over here. Over here we got a yellow/green feed oat bale with a little bit of alfalfa mixed in it. That's what I brought out with Little Blue. These girls are picking up a little bit of stuff that I dropped on the snow that fell off the bucket as we were coming out. And they can bed down on that stuff over there if they wanted to. Good enough for today. Tomorrow I'll get everything topped off real good and it'll be back in the welding shop now that the tractors are all up and running again for the umpteenth time this winter. And we can try and get some friggin' some more round bale feeders built. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. But look at it this way. Big Blue is back up and running. Woohoo! Thank you again to Dallas. Really appreciate the short notice. I gave him a call yesterday morning. He was busy, never answered right away. Phoned me back about an hour and a half later and said, hey, I should be there by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is now today. And by 11:30, he had her up and running, and the delete is done. Like I said before, I figured when we bought this thing, we would be deleting it. And, yep, I didn't lie. She got done. I'm not like a government employee, our famous Twinkle Toes Prime Minister that promises, and can't deliver. We delivered. We made it happen. We got her deleted. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty, guys. What the hell day is it today, babe?
Thursday, Friday?
Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, January the
5th.
5th? There you go. Thursday, January the 5th. I don't even know what time it is. Been busy doing some choring, then cleaning out the chicken house. Now we're waiting for our wood shavings to show up. Supposed to be getting delivered here in the next hour and a half or so. Anyway, to some of the comments on Big Blue, who seems to be working pretty goddamn nicely right now. Big Blue, lots of guys had made comments, should have got an older tractor, should have got a tractor pre-def, should have done this, should have done that. Okay, to answer all those questions. Anyways, Big Blue, for the cost of the tractor, it did not make sense to purchase a tractor that was 20 years old for the same price that we paid for Big Blue. That's the way I look at it. You pay $75,000, $80,000 for a tractor that's 20 plus years old, or do you pay $100,000 for a tractor 10 years old, or do you pay $75,000 for a tractor that's 8 years old? And that last one is what we're at. So that's why Big Blue has DEF, and now he doesn't, as you all know, because this is the ending of our Big Blue video. I can't help it. The government says we have to use the government juice, the friggin' DEF fluid, urea, blah, blah, blah. But at least we live in a country where we can delete that shit out of it and run this tractor the way it's meant to be run. Now also, as far as the delete goes, it's way cheaper to delete this model, the CNH model, over the Big Green Deer model. You can delete the DEF on the green machine and just do the DEF, but it's not a full delete. It can come back and give you some problems later on with the DPF system. I've had guys say, oh, you can delete it. Well, my guy that just deleted Big Blue told us point blank, if you're going to delete a John Deere, you have to deal with the EGR and the DPF filter also. Otherwise, you will have problems in the future. So there you go, guys. Just letting you know what our guy told us. Anyway, what are we doing? We're feeding. Now we're feeding, trying to get all these bunks filled right up really good so I don't have to worry about it for a couple days. It's warmer. The cows aren't eating as much. Hell, the yellow/green feed oat bale that we brought out, they didn't even eat half of it. They used it for bedding. It's right there. Picky bastards. They like the cut feed better, guys. With all of that, just to answer a couple of the questions, there you go. So I'm going to let you go, and fun. Let's get her done. Make sure you guys are sharing the videos, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Have a good day.